Hi, this is Mrs. Mattis, your driver's education teacher. Welcome to your welcome call video. This is going to be a great resource for you and your parent to watch to get acquainted with driver's ed, as it's a little bit different than some of the other courses that you might have taken. If it's your first course, then welcome as well, because this is a great course to start off with. So just so that you're aware of a couple things, my name is Mrs. Mattis. Like I said, this is my 12th year teaching. I do live in Pensacola, Florida with my husband and my two kids, our two crazy dogs, and we love sports in our family. All sports, especially soccer and football. Both my kids play competitive soccer, so we have a lot of fun with it. Before we get started, the first thing is you should not use Safari as your web browser when you are accessing driver's education. The best one to use is Google Chrome. If you don't already have it, I would suggest downloading it. But Firefox works as well. It's sufficient, but definitely not Safari. Internet Explorer isn't really sufficient as well. And then just make sure you have your pop-up blocker turned off as well, as that will be a crucial part of the course too. The first thing you are going to do is you are going to log into flvs.net. This is the web address, and when you see that, you should see a screen like that, and you're going to plug in your username and password that you received when you registered for the course. If you didn't see that or you can't find it, I would definitely make sure you go through your spam folder with your email or check with your guidance counselor. You can call Florida Virtual School as well, or you can also call the eSchool, and they'll probably be able to help you as well. So the first thing that we need for you to do is to verify your information. So after you use that login screen that we just talked about, you're going to go here and click on these three small lines in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, and then you're going to click on Student Records. When you do that, you should be taken to this page or something similar to it, and they're just going to ask you to verify some major things in here. Your email address, this is where we'll send you emails about the course. Your phone number, you can add phone numbers if you would like to, if you have a cell phone number, but you also want me to have your home phone number, or mom and dad can do it, or grandma, or whoever's in charge of you at home. And then just put a little description here so that we have that. And then also your address. Make sure it's your physical address, and then just make sure you click here, this save button right here. This is super important. That way I am sure to have the best number to reach you at all times. Once you are done with that, you can click on those three small lines and then click on your dashboard, and you will receive something similar to this. It might not have this many courses all at once, but it'll be something similar, and driver's education will be listed here. When you click here, you'll be able to see all of the courses that you are taking, and you'll also be able to see your progress. So that's kind of cool as well, whether your grade and how much complete you are, and it'll kind of line them up all for you. So that's pretty cool to be able to just click real quick and see where you are in all your classes. But one of them, like I said, will say driver's education. When you click on that, then you will be entered into my course. Once again, just a reminder, don't use Safari. It's one of the #1 questions I get when kids can't log into the course, and I always ask them, are you using Safari? And it's 9 times out of 10, that's what's going on. So, and then, like I said, make sure your pop-up blocker is off. So once you click that, you should see something similar to this page. There might be like a bolded announcement at the top, but this will always definitely be on there for you. It has your basic contact information, my hours of availability, an email address that you can reach me at as well. And this orientation video will be there too, if you need any refresher on what to do. It also includes the instructions on what to do to get started in case you forget, and then some information. Now over here is a super important part. So underneath the welcome call, which is always available for you, are going to be your lessons instructions on where to go and what to do. So have a look at that. It's always a good reminder on where you should be. Now over here on the right is a super important portion of the course. These are your templates for your written assignments. As you go through the course, you'll see that there's some assignments you have to write in and reflect on, and they are located on the main announcement page for you as well. So definitely super important to have. All right, at the top of your screen there is a black toolbar that helps you navigate your course. The book right here is your lessons, where you're going to find the quizzes for you to complete. Your assessments, the little inbox, is going to be where you submit those templates that we were just talking about. The home icon is your announcement page. The three little black lines is your main menu, which I'll show you here in a second. And last but not least is your email, where I'll send you feedback from your assignments or maybe an important announcement, but please don't ever let it get to this 86 right here. If you click those three small black lines, you'll see a drop-down menu and you can see the ones that I've highlighted here. Those are the ones that you kind of want to pay attention to the most on here. The only one might be your pace as well, just to make sure that you're on course with where you should be. But these 4 arrows are definitely the ones that you'll use the most. All right, how do you contact me? Well, you can always call me during my availability, and you can text me as well if that's easier for you. You can email me through your regular Gmail, Yahoo account, or you can send a message inside the course. And those are definitely the best ways to get in touch with me. If you need anything or if you have any questions, feel free. You are going to access your lessons by clicking on that book that we talked about on the top of the screen. When you do that, you are going to be taken to where your lessons are. So how do you actually get started? When you click that lessons button, this is going to take you to kind of like a table of contents main menu type of a screen here. You'll see a couple key buttons: getting started, modules listed, and then finishing the course. I'm going to talk about them here in a little bit. So on that lessons page, like I said, all of your modules are listed here. So let's see what it looks like. If you click on that Getting Started button, this will not take you to the start of your lessons, but kind of gives you a good instruction manual for the course. It'll go through some things on what to do and things like that, but definitely not where your lessons are. So where are your lessons? Well, if you click on Module 1 from that list, you'll see a little pop-out come up and it'll say 1.00 Driving is your responsibility. You're going to click where it says Driving is your responsibility. And when you click that, you will see a page that gives you your lesson instructions. Now, this is the key part. This is kind of the part that a lot of kids mess up on or get confused on the first time. But once you get used to it, you'll be a pro at it in no time. So once you click on the lesson title, Driving is your responsibility, scroll all the way down and you'll see a light gray box and it'll say assignment. And then you'll see this, Driver's Ed platform. That's the big thing. That's where you want to go to do your lessons. And as long as you're not using Safari, you should see a pop-up screen come up. And that pop-up will be from driversed.com. Totally normal. That's what's supposed to happen. When you get to that driversed.com pop-up, you're going to see a big green button in the middle that says Start the Course. This is where you're going to find 80% of your work. Now, you might want to take a pause and kind of read over this information because it's super important. You're going to see a series of slides, and at the end, there's going to be a quiz for you to take. Once you complete that quiz, it is lesson 1 is done. Hooray! And this is the most important. If you don't receive 100, they're going to ask you if you want to retake the quiz. If you retake the quiz, whatever grade you get on the second attempt will be the grade that is kept. They do not keep the highest grade. Super important. When you are going through and accessing the information, if you need to step away and come back, it will always take you back to the last page that you were on, as long as you follow those instructions that we just went over. All right, once again, moving around the course, these are all of your tabs at the top. You can always use that black toolbar, super helpful. Okay, so what else is there? Those assignment templates that we talked about are going to be completed after 2 quizzes. So you're going to do Module 1 quiz, Module 2 quiz. Then you're going to do 2.02 assignment. Then you're going to do Module 3 quiz, Module 4 quiz, and then 4.02 assignment. And that's kind of the pattern of the course. The only difference is the 5.02 assignment here, which we'll talk about it as well. So on that main announcement page are all of those assignments listed, like I said, have a look at those, and you can access those by clicking on the home icon, and that'll take you back to that page. So when you are ready to submit those assignments, you're going to click on the assessment, that little inbox at the top of the screen. Then you are going to submit just the written portions, not the quizzes. They will be turned in automatically. They might not show up instantaneously, but eventually they're going to be there. Don't submit anything for the quizzes. This is what happens, or what it looks like, when you click on your assessment tab, and this is where you're going to turn in those assignments. It'll say 2.02 assignment, 4.02 assignment. Don't worry about the tests. Don't submit anything for the tests. So once you're ready to submit those assignments, you've completed the template that we talked about, you're going to copy and paste them in the student comment area. Please do not upload documents. They get lost, they're not there, it's a lot more work. You're going to click the Submit for Grading button, and then you're going to click Submit for Grading again. Make sure you click the Submit for Grading button, otherwise I won't see it and it won't be turned in to me. So for your 5.2 assignment, there is a little bit of a difference. You do have a creative portion for this assignment, and you can complete that by writing a speech or completing a PowerPoint, anything like that. However, if you choose to complete it as a Prezi, you need to submit a transcript of the Prezi and the content. If you don't have Microsoft Office, you can use openoffice.org, and you can upload the PowerPoint from there as well. So you can know your grade by looking at the gradebook on that main tab, and it lists all of your assignments as well as all of your grades. It's super helpful because they give you a color key at the top, letting you know how you did or what's going on with that assignment. You will have a DBA, and that will be completed after 8.02. You can call me to complete that whenever you're ready. The course should take you 10 or less weeks. We like to pace you around 8 weeks. You can always complete the course faster if you would like. eSchool policies, you do have 28 days to try out this course. After the course you've completed that, you will need to remain in the course and finish. Otherwise, you could possibly receive a withdrawal. If this is going too fast for you, please at any time just pause it. Read through this information. I do suggest doing that on this slide as well so that you are aware. We do need to complete a monthly call once a month. We can call and discuss your progress in the class. We can combine your DBA with that. Your parent and student will need to be present for this, but please just keep in mind, call me when you're ready and I'll be happy to complete that for you. Academic integrity is something hugely important. I do suggest you take a minute and read through this as we like to make sure that you are doing your own work, especially in driver's ed. We don't want any cheaters on the road with us, but we do use your DBAs as well as turnitin.com to verify that the work is yours. Your work that you submit is put up against every student who's ever taken driver's ed before to verify that it is yours. So make sure that you're using your work, not anyone else's, not from the internet. Very, very important. So take a second, pause, have a look at those things. If you have any technical support, there is a phone number that you can call. Florida Virtual School will be happy to help you out during these hours. I can help you as well on some things, but more technical things, you definitely want to call them. So to take this course, it's a great thing because you're going to earn credit for your class. It's going to help your GPA more than likely. You're going to receive your 4-hour drug and alcohol course certificate for free, which is necessary to receive your permit. You're going to be able to take the permit test online for free as well, and possibly a reduction in your insurance rates. So now that you've completed the video, you need to go to this website right here, Welcome Info, so that we can get your information and I know that you've watched the video and we can get in touch with each other to make sure that you are a good idea. Once again, this is available to you at any time. It's also included in the email that I sent to you welcoming you to the course. So you are good to go. Welcome to Driver's Ed. Like I said, if you need to review anything that we've gone over in the video, you can always pause and go back and reread, or this video is available to you at the announcement page as well as in the welcome email. Make sure you fill in your information here so that I know that you've watched it and we can get in contact with you. Thank you so much. I look forward to working with you. Have a great day.